on because my boss is already driving me crazy. I got a lot of work to do. And so I just hopped on to say good morning, y'all. And I wanted to read the morning inspiration because I think we all need some positivity first thing in the morning to get us through our day. Because, baby, I certainly do. And I don't have much time to get my ass organized. I need to hurry up and get my shit together over here. And so with that being said, y'all, good morning. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm going to just jump right in and read the positive vibes of the day. It is June 25th. June is almost over, and June is the month of forgiveness. So if you have not taken the time to work on forgiveness, the first step into forgiveness is forgiving yourself. Forgiving yourself for the things that you've accepted that you shouldn't have accepted. Forgiving yourself for a lot of things, right? I'm still working on that. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning. I'm just on here real quick, Thomas, because my work day has already started and I have to go. My boss is sounding frantic and it just makes me frantic. And so with that being said, I'm going to go in and read this. Let's get started. Until Today by Iyanla Vanzant. I am now willing to forgive myself for not being willing to acknowledge my own anger at myself. Anybody ever walk around feeling angry with themselves? Right? I know I walked around for a minute being angry with myself, angry because I tolerated shit in my life that I shouldn't have had to tolerate, right? But then when I broke down my life and I started to really step into the realm of healing, I realized that I control that shit, right? So let's see what this says. When people treat you badly, harshly, or inappropriately, and you accept it, there is an important question you must ask yourself. Why am I still so angry with myself that I was subject to this kind of treatment? Baby, I was so angry with myself for the last relationship I got myself into, right? I was like, how the fuck did I get here? How the fuck did I get here? Right? How did I get here? And I stayed in that angry mode for so long and I was so disappointed with myself. But I had to forgive myself, right? Because I realized that the relationships I was picking and I was choosing was based on childhood trauma and other kind of trauma and shit that I normalized that was toxic. Simple things like, oh, we always yell at each other. That's how I grew up, in a house full of people screaming at each other. I don't give a fuck. Just because you grew up that way does not mean it's not fucking toxic. Forgive yourself. Many people live with a shroud of hidden internal anger. They are angry at themselves for things they have or have not done in the past. Intellectually, they can convince themselves that they are no longer angry, yet deep down inside, they will not forgive themselves or forget what happened. At the same time, they are no longer willing to beat up on themselves. Good morning, Deb. They find someone else to do the job. They allow themselves to be treated badly by others because they believe they deserve it. Often unexpressed anger shows up as ill treatment by others. Unexpressed anger is like a red neon sign etched on the soul, which reads, beat me, kick me, treat me bad because I've been bad. Silently, we broadcast this energy into the world, attracting those who are willing to comply with our unspoken, often unconscious wish. You know how I said I was angry at myself for my last relationship, and I also said that when I stepped into the realm of healing, I realized that I was wearing badges and accepting behaviors based on trauma, based on things that I thought was normal that was not. So I was wearing the sign, mentally abuse me, kick me, beat me. I was wearing all of that. Good morning, Mike. I was wearing that, right? Silently, we broadcast this energy into the world, attracting those who are willing to comply with our unspoken, often unconscious wish. Because we are not aware of what we are broadcasting, we make excuses for ourselves and for those who are abusive. How many of you make excuses for those that are abusive? You see, There are people that'll make excuse for the people that they think that they love or they say that they love, right? But to me, if you truly love somebody, you are not going to support toxic behavior. See, that's true love. True love is being able to recognize and pull people into the room of accountability. That's what I think it is. Right? So a lot of times when I'm pulling people and I'm yanking their chain, they get mad at me, they cuss me out. But I say to them, I cannot tell you I love you and watch your ass be raggedy. I can't. And I hope people in my life that say they love me won't let me be raggedy either without calling me out. You can't change me, but call me out. In all cases, accepting verbal, emotional, or physical abuse is a cry for self-healing and self-forgiveness. And baby, I was being emotionally abused in my last relationship. And at first, I didn't recognize it, right? And then I did. And once I recognized it, I was like, I'm the fuck out of here. I'm the fuck out of here. Okay? In all cases, accepting verbal, emotional, and physical abuse is a cry for self-healing and self-forgiveness. This cannot happen until you are willing to recognize the abuse you accept as a symptom of anger you are directing toward yourself. Forgive yourself and do better. Until today, you may have been unable or unwilling to recognize that how you allow yourself to be treated is a reflection of how you believe you should be treated. Just for today, examine the people and situations in your life in which you feel abused. Ask yourself, why am I still so angry with myself that I would subject myself to this kind of treatment, baby? Because when you're loving yourself from a deep place, you don't accept this negative treatment. Today, I am devoted to forgiving myself for all the things I may have told myself are unforgivable. That's the message for today. Okay? That is the message for today. And that message, when I read it last year and the year before, it resonated in me, right? Because I lived in a negative space in my last relationship, and I tolerated a lot of things, and I made excuses for a lot of things. But then when I stepped into the realm of healing and when I really got into coffee with friends, that's when it really got crazy in my house, because that's when I awakened the beast in me and in them, but different type of beast, right? I'm healing and he's just angry, right? I got to the point where I forgave myself and I said, baby, get your shit. Goodbye. Right? I'm forgiving myself for accepting and tolerating the bullshit that you put me through. All that other time I was sitting there wondering, how the fuck did I get here? Why do I deserve this? Nuh-uh. Forgive yourself and move on to better. That is stepping in the healing room. Okay? Too many people out here in situations where they are being mentally and physically abused. Something as simple as I reposted a video that's circling around on IG that said, simply ignoring someone is worse than being physically hit. No, they said it's the same as being physically hit. It's on my IG page. Go look at it. Ignoring someone is the same as physically hitting them. Baby, my ex, my last relationship, he used to be on his ignore game. That was his thing. That was the emotional thing that he used to weigh on me. Like, he would walk around here for 2 weeks and ignore me, not say anything. I cook dinner. That motherfucker come in here with some fast food from outside before he eat my dinner. I was like, okay, nigga, you want to ignore me? Ignore me paying your rent somewhere the fuck else. Because I'm going to forgive myself for putting up with this nonsense. Right? And then the key of it all is, bam, lesson learned. You know going forward what your relationship shouldn't the fuck look like. Forgive yourself. and get out of those spaces that's tearing you down mentally and physically. Friends, significant others, I don't give a fuck. Get out. And that's my message for this morning, y'all. I can only come on here and spend a few minutes because work has got me working. I just literally hung up with my boss and he's up my ass, okay? And so I got to get my shit together, all right? You know what I'm saying? And with that, y'all, I'm out. I'm going to start y'all off with, I'm going to end y'all with, this goes to show you my mind is racing in a million places, but I'm going to end y'all with, no matter how low, or even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. And you can. Even when there's no hope, you know it's so fucked up. They laid off a bunch of people, and I'm still go. This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come back tomorrow. Oh no, I might go into the office tomorrow. Come back Thursday, y'all. Get this message. One, hustle hard. Hey. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway, it's a nice range. Cause I'm going through the climb, I invite pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. We'll see with the negativity, but I just slide right by the energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Hey! Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Hey! Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer the no, man, I still go. Peace, y'all. I'm out. Hey!